Hello, class. Let's continue to practice citizenship questions. Questions about the Constitution and amendments. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights includes 10 amendments to the Constitution. The Bill of Rights was ratified or included in the Constitution at the same time that the Constitution was written in 1787.
1787.
Hi Eric.
What do we call
the first 10 amendments
To the Constitution, the Bill of Rights.
the Bill of the Rights?
The Bill of Rights. Thank you.
The Founding Fathers wanted to protect basic rights of Americans, so they included this Bill of Rights to protect freedoms such as speech. Speech. What is freedom of speech? You can express your opinion. Freedom of religion. What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. Freedom of the press. What is freedom of the press? Newspapers, radio, TV news, internet news. Freedom of press. Press is not restricted by the government. Press is news. Freedom of assembly. What is freedom of assembly? Assembly is the right to gather in public, to get together and organize in public, to protest and speak your opinion. Of course, at this time, we are not gathering in public because social distancing is helping to keep us safer from the coronavirus. Let's practice speaking the question in parts. Parts. What do we call?
What do we call
What do we call?
What do we call?
What do we call
What do we call?
What do we call
What do we call?
Call, like on the telephone? No. Here, call means name. Like, what is the name? So, another way we could say this is, what is the name of the first 10 amendments? The first 10.
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 Very good. Amendments. 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 How many syllables in amendments?
It's 3.
3.
3 syllables?
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Amendments.
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 Amendment.
The first 10 amendments. Okay, now the first half of the question. What do we call the first 10 amendments?
What do we call the first 10 amendments?
Okay, good. Last part. To the Constitution.
To the Constitution.
To the Constitution.
To the Constitution.
Okay, very nice. How many syllables in Constitution?
4 is 4.
4 syllables.
Constitution. Constitution. 4 syllables. Very good. That's right. Okay, now the whole question. You ready? What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
What do we call the first 10 amendments
To the Constitution.
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. Rights are similar to freedoms. Right has many meanings. We can talk about right like right hand, direction, go right. We can talk about right like correct. Correct. That's right. That's right. And when we talk about rights with an S, rights that we can count, we're talking about rights like freedoms. The Bill of Rights. You practice.
What do we call the first 10 amendment to the Constitution?
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights.
The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights.
Okay. Give yourselves a hand. Excellent work today, class. Thank you very much. Great work today, everyone. Thank you very much. And we will continue to practice tomorrow. Have a good afternoon. Have a good afternoon.
Good morning, teacher. I am glad that you are well and working. I am in the Dominican Republic. I watch your classes on YouTube. It's like I am in the classroom with you.